Howdy everyone, your Pyral here with another vlog. So I just finished recording the last bit of footage for the Super Contest episode of Pokemon Platinum, which is exciting because now I just need to edit that and then do the post-commentary that I need to do for a bulk of that episode, but that's not what the subject of this vlog is about. I'm going to be talking about something else. So I need to set the mood, I guess. Wow, that looks, old. Sure, I'll go with old. I don't want to say it looks bad. Wow. Can't believe it. It's been 10 years since Xenoblade Chronicles came out in North America. And that is very, very weird to think about. 10 years. That's why I am playing the Wii version of this game. Now, sure, there is Definitive Edition, which looks a lot better, but the Wii version still holds up. I mean, the character models are probably more aged, I guess is a good way to put it, but the graphics of Xenoblade Chronicles are, or at least like, they made the game look as good as it could with how limited things are on the Wii. And it's one of the best looking games on the Wii, so yeah, but 10 years. 10 years since this game came out, and I don't know, it's just, it doesn't feel like it, honestly. I remember when this game came out. The Wii version came out when I was in the middle of my senior year of high school. I remember at the time, the night before, I spent the night with some of my friends, like Matt. I don't know if Jamie was there or not, but we all spent the night at one of our friends' places. And then when the day came for this game to come out, like the following day, I I had Matt take me to GameStop so I could pick up my copy because I had it pre-ordered. And I pre-ordered this game because I caught wind of Operation Rainfall. I don't remember how. I think I was just browsing through Twitter and I saw someone make note of Operation Rainfall and the fact that they were trying to spread the word to get 3 really good Wii RPGs localized in North America. Those games being, of course, Xenoblade Chronicles, The Last Story, and Pandora's Tower. And eventually we got all 3 of those games. They came out in Europe a while before they came out in North America. I believe the Wii version of Xenoblade Chronicles came out in Europe like 2010. I think it came out in 2009 in Japan. But I believe Nintendo of America's reasoning for delaying this game so much is because they weren't sure if these games were going to do well, and they were waiting to see how reception of them would turn out in Europe. But even then, it took a while. But I'm really glad that these games got localized because The Last Story was one that I really liked, and Xenoblade Chronicles. I have made no secret of the fact that it is now tied for my favorite game, and I have a collection of Xenoblade Chronicles merchandise to show my love for the game. Also the posters. So posters are cool. But yeah. And I mean, now Xenoblade Chronicles is incredibly popular enough to the point where we have more games in the series. We have Xenoblade Chronicles X, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Later this year, we're getting Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And even with like the original Xenoblade Chronicles, it got ported to the new 3DS, and then we got Definitive Edition for the Switch. So it is pretty accessible right now because the Switch is definitely one of Nintendo's better consoles. So yeah, I know it got released in the US closer towards the end of the Wii's lifespan, but oh well. Playing through the Wii version is something I always remember fondly because when I first played through the Wii version, I didn't have a classic controller, so I played with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. I didn't get a classic controller until a little bit after, but the game came out in so today is April 6th, and it actually took me a while to get into the game. I stopped playing the game for quite a bit because I got stuck in the Ethermine area, I believe, and around that time the last story came out. So I got absorbed in playing that game for quite a bit. I actually beat the last story before I ended up beating Xenoblade Chronicles. I didn't resume playing Xenoblade Chronicles until I want to say the summer of 2013. I got past the Ethermine, and then I got a classic controller at that point. I think I like got one from my friend that I bought my Wii U off of. But I played through it, got through the Ethermine, then I got to Satoral Marsh, and that solidified my love for the game. It became my favorite area, and then I just became so engrossed in the story of the game. I had a little bit of trouble remembering the gameplay, and I got stuck later on in the Hyentia tomb because I forgot like, that the whole break topple thing was kind of integral to early battles in the game. So like that whole period of not playing the game for like a year kind of like screwed up my memory of the gameplay at the very least. But I still enjoyed the game. Eventually beat it. Played the Wii version up until I did 3 playthroughs of the game. One original playthrough, and then the other 2 were done in New Game Plus. And then I played through the new 3DS version, and then Definitive Edition, and I'm going through New Game Plus there. But one notable thing with my playthrough of the Wii version is that I actually got all the achievements in that game, which I'm working on that in Definitive Edition. So, yeah, I'll show it off right here. I think I even like did a vlog about me getting all the achievements in the game. Let me just quickly load up this file. And probably not show a spoilery area, because this last save is in the last area of the game. Phew, the controls are a little bit different than the Switch version, to say the least. But the Switch version did give quite a few like really good quality of life changes, so that's that's the version of the game that I recommend. But let me just quickly show off the achievements. Even like the menus are different, so that's taking a little bit of refamiliarizing myself with. Although I did recently just watch Chugga Conroy's Xenoblade Chronicles Let's Play, so yeah. Anyways, achievements. I have all of the records, which are the things that transfer over between New Game Plus playthroughs. So, yeah, these are all things that would require just doing various things in the game. And then the trials here are things that are unique to each playthrough. So, like finishing off certain unique monsters and all, like finding all the landmarks and completing quests and all that, those are trials. But like things like dealing damage in battle or beating a certain number of enemies, those carry over no matter how many times you go through New Game Plus in a file. So yeah, if it wasn't obvious with how much I've been gushing about this, I really like this game. Now, of course, I would probably just recommend the Switch version just because that's the most accessible version to play. But the Wii version does have its own charm to it. Now, it doesn't have the quality of life changes that Definitive Edition has with it, but if it weren't for the Wii version, I don't know. Things would be very different. But I'm glad the game got a lot of traction, and we got more games in the series. So that's always something I am very excited for, because experiencing all of the games in the series, even Xenoblade Chronicles X, which at this point, people probably consider that like the black sheep of the series, but I really enjoyed that one too. Maybe at some point I'll 100% it. Anyways, if you have any favorite memories to share of Xenoblade Chronicles, I know I shared like going through Satoru Marsh for the first time for me, how that is one of my favorite memories of the game. Which I want to add on to that. The reason why I fell in love with Satoru Marsh is because I played through, or when I first got to the area, it was daytime in the in-game time because I was just like dawdling around because the game expects you to go there after like a certain cutscene and it's nighttime, but I was just like messing around to the point where it got to daytime. So exploring through Satoru Marsh in daytime doesn't really look that good. But as soon as night hit and the scenery changes drastically, I was amazed. And that's partially why whenever people are going through the game and they ask me for advice, whenever I tell them to change the clock whenever they get to Satoru Marsh to daytime and watch it go to night, like that's something I always tell people. But yeah, if you have any memories you want to share of this game, regardless of which version you've played, feel free to let me know. I wanna know like what memories with this game people have because it's really fun. It's a really enjoyable game. I love the gameplay of the game. The music is phenomenal. The story is, I'd say it's a really good story. Now I know some people would probably disagree with me on that, but I don't know. Like there's a lot of really interesting story moments, and they're all tied together, and it's just really nice. There's like three major story events that really stick out in my mind. But yeah, the story is just really good. Now, speaking of Xeno games, since we are on the subject of Xenoblade, it is still on my list to find a copy of Xenosaga Episode 3. That is the last Xeno game that I don't have. I have Xenogears, Xenosagas Episode 1 and 2, and then I have all the games in the Xenoblade Chronicles series, because I have Wii version, New 3DS, X, Definitive Edition, 2, Torn of the Golden Country. So, yeah. Gosh, this vlog is just me talking about this series that I love so much, but, I should probably end it off. So, yeah. Again, comment with your memories of this game that stand out to you. Or if you are looking to get into this game, feel free to comment that. Because I'm always willing to see people experience this game for the first time. So, yeah. If any of you watching are on the fence about getting any of the Xenoblade Chronicles game, this is that last push to do so. And if you do end up getting it, I hope you enjoy it, because I really enjoy this game. And the other games that I've played in the series. Anyways, enough dawdling. I'm going to end it off here. So thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time for another vlog. Later.